Hi there. Welcome to Key Conversations, the podcast where we talk about all the things to inspire you to have a fulfilled, creative, and consistent music career. So we're wrapping up this season 4 where I have been tracking my process of recording a record. And I'm really excited about how it went because I didn't know how it would go. It was my 5th record, and the other 4 all had different goals with different results, different failures, different successes. And this one was a different genre for me. It was new age and not piano pop. And what I really figured out was that community is the thing that's going to have me have my successes, that my fan base and my email list were paramount to me hitting #1 on iTunes and to have this record be #1 on Amazon for weeks at a time. And to be able to say, hey, fans, what do you think about me taking out an ad in the Billboard magazine for a your consideration Grammy issue. And not only were they like, yeah, you should totally do that. They were like, where can I pay to contribute to this? And so within 48 hours, I was able to raise thousands of dollars to create this ad to be next to like the biggest stars in the world right now in this magazine, the only new age artist, let alone the only female new age artist. So that's like super cool. So there's some stuff happening. And I wanted to just kind of break down like what I think I've been able to finally put together and articulate for you. And that is that I owned where I was in my process. I think this is the key. I've been looking for keys. I think communication is important. I think clarity is important. I think being authentic is important. Like there's all these things that I value, self-expression and partnership. But in this process, the thing that had me do something different, which is not just try something once and then go off to something else, send one email, that I didn't get the response I wanted, I didn't raise the money I wanted, and go somewhere else. What really happened for me in this record process from last August, it's almost been a year. It's been, 10 months since I first thought maybe I should write this record, and to having it be out and now having a full page ad in Billboard Grammy issue magazine. It's been a crazy 10 months. But the thing that was different this time around for this record, the thing that was different was that I owned where I was in the process. And I took actions that were aligned with where I was in that process. Last episode, definitely go back and listen to the last episode or watch it on YouTube. Please subscribe to this podcast, by the way. That's super helpful on iTunes. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's really important for artists to know that you are following them, and it's really no skin off your back. And so you guys know you're artists anyway. Anyway, go back and listen to episode 425 because that is when I talk about what I think the 5 phases of a music career are. And every musician I've talked to since I've sort of been able to articulate and draw this out, this musician's success cycle, every artist I talk to, whether they are in a band, whether they are just a songwriter writing for other people, not just, but you know what I mean, whether they are working specifically for licensing, whether they're composers, no matter what kind of music they create, if they are in this music career for the long haul, they are in one of these 5 phases. And to own which phase you're in and take actions that are aligned with that phase and not get the shiny object syndrome of like, oh, I need to go do this. And like, oh, I'm thinking about that, but I want to go back and write a song. Oh no, I need to take a course and learn about something. Like we're all over the place. There's so many options at any given time to do anything in this music world, right? There are so many ways to go about having a successful career here, and so many ways to try to have a successful career and never see results. There's probably more ways to do that, right? Than the other one. So to know which phase you're in is so freaking valuable, because then you can focus and then you can just own it, take the actions there, know that what it takes to move on to the next phase, to level up, it's going to take some work and digging in, and that's okay. And when you get to the final phase 5, and you're ready to invest back in yourself, start over. But this time when you're starting over at phase 1, learning and determining what it is you want to achieve this time around, you're leveled up. So I'm sharing this because I really think that I've found some sort of way to articulate what it actually takes to level up. And that is such a question I hear all the time from musicians and from myself. I'm ready to level up. So now what? What does that mean? What do I need to do? What is the next action I should take? I don't want to blow this. I don't want to blow this opportunity. How do I level up? So I'm going to end this season. I might have a couple extra episodes, bonus stuff, because I got some cool stuff going on, but I would like to end this season officially being thankful for you for following my journey of creating and releasing Luminary. I'm going to have some supplementary videos that I'll put in a playlist on YouTube, as well as on my site In the Key of Success, documenting the exact thing. I've shared my screen. I recorded so many elements, like when I was doing the copyright, like all the boring stuff, but the stuff that's like, I'm stuck in this phase of this whole process. So I'm going to put together a whole resource of everything that I documented, because here's what I learned this time around. What I did worked. I set out for some goals. I achieved those goals. And so now I know the process that works for me. I know how to communicate this stuff with my fans. And I'm really excited that I've been able to share it with you, have some great conversations with other people doing the similar work. Now I'm really, really excited to work with other musicians in my new rebranded, restructured membership. I've had a membership for years. It's been amazing and intimate, and just such a source of growth for so many musicians. But we're flipping it on its head and turning everything into figuring out where we are in this process, what actions do we need to take, and leveling up. And this group is called Amplify. I'm so excited to announce it here with you. You can go to inthekey.co/amplify to get on the wait list. It is not going to be open all year round. It will only be open a few times a year. You want to be on this wait list. If you're on the wait list, you'll still get some goodies and stuff from me. But it is the only place where we are talking not just about marketing and how to release a CD and all the how-tos of the tech and anywhere where you're blocked. We are looking at you as a human being, the whole picture, not just the how do we run Facebook ads and let's throw money and hope that something happens. We are looking at how you can be more effective, more quick, and more optimized across all of the things that you're doing in your life. So you're living a career that you're just psyched about. You wake up every day and you are psyched. And that is what this coaching community is. It's coaching with me. It's a community. There's cross promotion. It is, it's structured. It's great. There's time to do work. There's time to share your wins. It's just like one of those things where you like, something's missing. Is that it? Is that a thing? I didn't even know that no one thinks to themselves like, oh, I need a community. But I'll tell you this, the biggest results I've had in my entire career came because of other people being in my world and in my community. And I can tell you that the members of this community now, I'm calling them the preamps, they've been in for quite a while now. The results would blow your mind. People going from 0 fans to 400 in a month, people raising thousands of dollars, people doing the first Facebook Lives and getting hundreds and hundreds of views the first time, never thinking that they'd be able to tackle the tech. There are so many awesome stories, and I'm going to be sharing them over the next couple of weeks before I open the membership up to the public. So go to inthekey.co/amplify, get on this wait list. It is going to be magic. And I'm really excited that all of the work I've done to create this podcast and create a good way to share the linear story of how to release a record. And by the way, it's one way to release a record. There are lots of different ways to do it. I did not do a single release. I'm actually doing a post-record single release, and that will be another episode when I figure out if that's a good idea or not. But I'm so thankful that you've been here and following me on this journey through the season 4. Go back this summer, catch up on all the other episodes. The interviews are amazing. They are still relevant. And definitely get yourself in the wait list for Amplify, the membership coaching community that I am really, really excited to be launching in July. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to subscribe.